Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to the Doof Media Variety Show. I'm your host, Ruben Morehouse. I'm joined on the phone banks by Elliott Diebold. Say hey, Elliott.
Hello.
Hello, behind all your phones there. Welcome back. Welcome back. Just welcome to the show, I guess, folks. This is our pilot for the Doof Media Variety Show, which is one of our pilots that we're running as part of pilot season. And this is our live show pilot. So we've got a great live show here planned for you all. We've got special guests, we've got fun and games, and we've got prizes and just general good vibes. So thanks for tuning in. If you want, you can click on this link above to be a guest on the show. But yeah, let's kick it off. So how are you doing, Elliott? How are you going in COVID times? How's everything?
I mean, it's fine. I am one of those people who hasn't had to change much. I was not the most social to begin with.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I saw a lot of people talking about, oh, it's difficult to do this, and I was like, oof, people do not like my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get into the show. This is basically our version of an American late night chat show, right? Except at home, which was going to be a lot more unique. And then obviously COVID came along, and now all the online late night shows are doing their own at home versions, except their budget's bigger than ours. So we'll see how we go. We don't have a live studio audience. We just have, audience cheering sound effects that we can play if things go well. That's the only version I have. Actually, I've got a soundboard loaded with a whole variety of sounds. Like, right, if someone tells a funny joke, I can make the audience laugh. So, Elliott? Do you want to give us a funny joke?
Oh, fuck. Okay. What did the farmer say when he lost his tractor?
I don't know.
Where's my tractor?
And the audience loves it. Elliott. So that was good. Oh, okay. Wait, I've got another one. Give me another good joke.
Fuck. A ham sandwich walks into a bar and orders a beer, but the bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve food here."
Yeah, I guess that one. The audience didn't like that one as much. Yeah, this is the largest amount of power I've ever had in my life, and it's immediately gone straight to my head. It's very fun. We can do like radio style sound effects as well. So, imagine we're like, oh, welcome, it's Ruby D and the D-Bold here coming to you live. Or like if we do, audience stuff. Anyway, it's fun. It's good times. Oh yeah, okay, wait. Well, give me an embarrassing story, Elliott. Tell me something embarrassing about yourself.
I don't know. Like
nailed it.
That'll do it.
I love these sound effects. It's great. It's a fun amount of power where all you need to do is tell somebody that you're going to play a sound effect, and they'll literally do whatever you tell them to do. All I have to do is say, I've got a funny sound effect lined up, and you can literally just do anything that I say. It's great. Yeah, anyway, so the idea for our talk show was going to be more unique, but COVID hit, which is a bummer. Obviously for a number of reasons, not just that our live show is no longer unique. There's obviously a lot of major downsides, but it hasn't all been downsides. I got to tell this funny story. So right before, the quarantine happened, we had this situation at my house where basically we started finding some random person in our garden. Like, we would come home at night and there would just be a random person in our garden, like a creeper. I don't know why this person was here. We kind of talked to the police and stuff, but they just kept showing up. And it was this really weird thing.
Sorry.
Like, it was rough.
You said this was a funny
story, it's a funny story, I promise. Just stay tuned. It starts depressing and sad, but so yeah, it was a total invasion of privacy. Hilarious, I know, but it gets better. Just wait. So we would come home and this person would be here, and they're mostly in the front yard. There was one time we found them in the backyard, which was atrocious. And for those of you might, I have a dog, Elliott, but our dog is very useless, not a guard dog at all. In fact, I've got some pictures here of our dog and one of our cats just being friendly together, which is not the kind of thing that a guard dog should do. The audience liked that, I guess. Anyway, so we have this dog. They're hopeless. They're not good at protecting us. And so we had this person who would just appear in our home, and this was going on for like 2 weeks, and we saw them like 5 or 6 times over the course of those 2 weeks out in our garden or in our backyard. And then COVID hits, and we haven't seen them since, right? And this is really funny to me because this person is like trespassing, and we'd had encounters with them, right? We'd like yelled at them and scared them off and had encounters with them, but that was fine. They kept coming back. But as soon as COVID hit, they never came back. And it's this thought to me of like, this is a person who is totally happy to trespass, but once social distancing rules come in, they're like, oh no, I better follow those laws. Like, I better follow the social laws to flatten the curve, but I'm totally not going to just stop trespassing on this person's house. I don't understand what kind of person you have to be willing to trespass and creep people out, but totally just willing to follow social distancing. It was so weird to me. So yeah, COVID has some positives, I guess. Yeah, but it's not all laughs, obviously. Are you working from home at the moment, Elliott?
I am indeed. Barely leaving the house ever now.
Yeah, me too. Are you finding it productive? Are you finding it a productive time at home?
Oh, good days and bad days. Just,
Yeah, fair enough. I think I'm not productive at home, but something I found that I can do to be more productive is I've been listening to music a lot and like getting into the flow. And the kind of music that I listen to is musicals when I'm working, because I'm just kind of singing along to, Heathers or whatever. And, sure. I'll work from home, I'll crank up the songs and I'll start singing along to a musical. But now I'm at home a lot and all my neighbors are at home a lot. And so I've started thinking more about what it must be like for my neighbors to have people just kind of singing musicals along full volume next to them. Like, I'm not too shy about singing. It's mostly fine, except there's one bit, which if you're not a fan of musicals, you might not know this, but a lot of musicals are really horny, I guess, is the best way to put it. Like, there's almost always parts of musicals where their characters are singing basically as they're having sex with each other, right? So you probably know, if you know Hamilton, which is a pretty famous musical, there's a song, Say No to This, which features a sex scene where the two characters are singing along in this sex scene as they're having sex, or it's implied they're having sex, right? Or songs like Dead Girl Walking in Heathers or Light My Candle from Rent are very like they have a really horny energy. And so I'm singing along to these musicals, and we get to these parts where if I continue to sing along, I'm basically singing along to characters having sex and like screaming out, singing full volume sex scenes. And it's like, I feel bad for my neighbors because it's like that thing where you're watching a TV show and your parents walk in right when it's a sex scene, except it's worse because you're not just watching the sex scene, you're actively like participating in it. So it's this weird vibe that I've had as I've been working from home where I'm not really sure what to do when these things come up, I don't know. It's this weird, the thing, like your parents come in, and it's always a sex scene when they come in, right? There should be, sure. It feels like there should be a name for this effect. Like it's one of those kind of like urban legend effects that should have a name. I would name it after myself, of course, because I'm very conceited, but I don't want to be associated with it. So let's just call it the Elliott Effect, right? So it's like, so you're singing along to a musical and it's like the Elliott Effect comes in where you have to basically force yourself to sing along to the sex scene, knowing that my neighbors are literally a fence away from me on the other side of this thing. It's very awkward. I don't know. It's a terrible idea. Anyway, just another reason that I guess we're all looking forward to the end of the pandemic.
No, I've had something similar. We have one neighbor where we are. We're quite lucky, and that house has actually been empty for about 8 months. And so I was belting out some Disney tunes the other day. And then I looked out my window and there was somebody inspecting that house, and they were in the backyard and they were just staring straight at me. That was the most embarrassed I've ever been.
Wait, ready, Elliott?
Yeah.
It was like this.
Yeah.
I knew the soundboard would come in handy. Should we get into the show? So
let's do it.
obviously everyone knows this, all our fans watching along at home know, one of the things we always do at the start of every Doof Media Variety Show is we do a little bit of show and tell. So let's start with our show and tell. Elliott, do you want to go with what you brought for show and tell first?
Yeah, sure. Just let me get it ready.
Mm-hmm.
Am I on the video?
Yep, you're on the video next to all your phones.
Ooh. So I brought this puzzle that I made. Well, actually, it's not just the puzzle. I made the frame and the stuff too. So that's probably what I really want to talk about. If you've got the slideshow, Ruben, like I've got about 8 of these things in the house. This is a bit of a hobby of mine. I do it with my housemate actually. So I figured out as I was taking these photos, this plexiglass is very reflective. So yeah, so there's obviously there's a whole putting the puzzles together. And then I go down to they have these things in Australia, at least I don't know if they have them elsewhere. They're called men's sheds. Where basically it's designed for old people to sort of go in and socialize, and it's like a woodwork shop. But they'll let young people in too. I guess because just want old people.
They just want people to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can go in and it's like $100 for the year, and they've got like all this great equipment, and the older guys are really good at helping you out and stuff. It's obviously closed at the moment. But yeah, so I went in and they'll help you sort of build the frame and do all the stuff. So it's surprising. It was probably about like 2 hours work for each frame. It really made me appreciate why picture frames are actually quite expensive. They're pretty hard to do.
What is it about the frames that makes them hard to put together?
It's just like a lot of pieces, because you kind of got like 4 separate pieces, and on the back side, like you need the bit, because you got to put the back layer on the frame and you've got to fit the puzzle in as well. So you need like these kind of extra grooves on the back. And then woodwork involves a lot of, after you've cut things, you then going to like stick them together. And if you're shit at joinery like I am, that also involves gluing them, which means you got to leave it overnight. So it's just like kind of a few days of a couple of hours of work. So yeah, it's just surprisingly hard, but I've been learning a bit of woodwork thanks to that program.
I remember when I first went to your house and I saw some of these, like, because I don't know if people have seen this, but I'm going through it on the slideshow, but these are puzzles that you've got, usually video game puzzles or some nerdy puzzles, and done them.
It's about, I was going to say, it's about 80% Zelda ones that are mine, and then about 20% Totoro ones, which are my housemates.
So you guys put these puzzles together and then like glue them and frame them and stick them up around your house, which I think is such a cool, it's like a such more involved version of a piece of art. It's like, oh, this is something that we actually put together ourselves completely, like the puzzle, the frame, everything's being kind of built.
Yeah, that's the idea. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time sink.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for bringing it to show and tell, Elliott. A great first show and tell. I've got my show and tell, which is obviously I've been like in a lot of meetings, like Zoom meetings and stuff, because of working from home. And I'm like a doodler. If I'm sitting in a meeting, I can't just have my hands, not doing anything. I need to be doodling. And so I usually will just doodle little pictures. But I've started getting really into doodling and then kind of turning my doodles into mazes. So I've been drawing all these mazes, and I'm going to put some up on the screen so people can try and solve them if they'd like. Basically, sitting there and like doing kind of geographic type doodles, and then as I do them, I kind of start turning them into mazes. So this was one of the first ones I did. I've started kind of making them out of pictures as well. So I drew little snails, and then I turned them into a snail doodle. So here's some snails. The goal of all of these is to just get to the stars. So go through the snails' mouths and try and get the stars. This one has very, very minor packed spoilers, so I'm sorry for that. Close your eyes now if you don't want to see it. This one's just got some kind of packed thematic imagery. So it's got some like runic circles, a motorbike, a bell, a sword, stuff like that. And I've really just enjoyed kind of taking these doodles and turning them into these fun little mazes. So hopefully this is a fun little thing for people to check out. You can this is going to be live on YouTube, and then like a video. So if you want, you can check out the video or pause the stream, check out the mazes and try and solve them if you like. This one's one of my favorites. It's got a bunch of animals like a bird, a worm, a rabbit, an elephant, and I just kind of made a maze around them, which is fun. So I've really gotten into these maze making things. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. That's what I brought for show and tell.
Yeah, I love these. You're a pretty good drawer. Where was this during All Packed Up?
I've realized, because I've actually been working on my drawings more since I'm doodling, because I started at the start of the pandemic. I started doing these doodles and they're all just trash. Like my first set of doodles were really, really bad. And so I've been trying to improve my drawing ability. I've been doing like, I don't have pictures of this lined up. Maybe I can kind of show, but doing like ones that are kind of like Futurama drawings and stuff. This is a picture of Conan from, the late night shows as a Futurama head in a jar. So stuff like that, just improving, doing little doodles and bits and pieces. A lot of them look just like nonsense, they're just like random things as I draw. But anyway, it's been fun.
That's so cool. Yeah.
Now, enough of this fun stuff, Elliott. It's time for some suspense, because this wouldn't be a live show without some mystery and suspense. Now, I just want to double check to make sure that Scott isn't paying attention for this part. Scott Daly, one of the guests we're going to have on later, we've got this suspense segment that relates to him. So if Scott's paying attention, I can see him in chat. Tune out for a bit, Scott. I'll tell you when you can come back. All right, good. So it wouldn't be a good show without some suspense. So here's the suspense, Elliott. I thought every show we can make a prediction. You and me, it's like a battle. We make a prediction, and whichever one of us pans out correctly, whichever one of us, makes the prediction correctly, wins. And there's no prize. It's just kind of bragging rights, but I thought that would be fun. Are you game?
Yeah, okay.
All right. So here's what I thought would be a fun one. So obviously we do show and tell here on the show. It's one of the established things that we do on the variety show. And you might not know this, Elliott, but Scott is actually the husband of the other guest we have on the show today, Elise, who is a teacher, right? And so here's what I'm thinking. I reckon, since Elise is a teacher, we've asked Scott and Elise to both bring show and tell items. My prediction is Scott's going to make a joke about how show and tell is usually in Elise's domain as a teacher, but now he's doing it because he's bringing stuff to the show for show and tell. So that's my thought. That's the suspense. So I'm going to set that up. I reckon that has about a 50-50 chance of happening. And now it's up to you to tell me whether you want to gamble that will happen or won't happen.
I believe in Scott and his original material,
right.
And I think that will not happen.
Now that you've said that, you're totally putting Scott on blast, because if he does make that joke, we fully predicted it. But that'll be fun. We'll see if that happens. All right, cool. I'll take the ante. I think it's about 50-50, so even Stevens. We'll take the suspense and we'll see what happens. I don't have I guess if Scott does it, we'll do a big kind of audience cheering and we'll see how we go. All right. We've hung out enough. Let's bring on our first guest. Are they backstage, ready to go? Yep. All right, here we go.
The audience is with you, Ruben.
All right, I'd like to welcome to the stage our first guest, Elise Daly. Welcome, Elise. How are you doing, Elise?
I'm doing swell. How are you guys?
Good. We're doing well. How is your at-home forced isolation stuff going?
I'm actually doing really good with it. I'm one of those people that, I set my tasks. I have my list of things to do, cross them off. I feel as though I'm successful during the day. Wake up, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, I've gotten into making lists of stuff just because without lists of stuff, I kind of feel like I'm struggling to know what to do from day to day.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. I like the vibe. Now I'm gonna spring this on you. One of the things that listeners might know that you do in your show, What You Say, which is a great OC discussion podcast on the Doof Media Network. One of the things that you guys do is Roses and Thornies, which I think is a great way of just kind of summing up the things that are good and bad about your week. So I thought we'd steal that, totally just rip it off for this segment here. And I'd love to hear what are the Roses and Thornies from your week so far.
Let's see here. My thorny is I went to the chiropractor earlier this week and was wonderful. It was the first time I've been to the chiropractor in months and got adjusted, but my hip had been bothering me and she told me that it had actually like rolled forward. And so she realigned it and it was all wonderful on Tuesday. And now I feel like it is back in its rolled forward state. So I'll say that's my thorny.
But
it feels like there's a thorn.
Oh man, it sounds painful.
Yeah, it's not great. I've tried to use that good old foam roller, but
didn't do it enough.
Perfected my foam rolling skills. It's actually quite difficult here.
Yeah, I think you need to like recruit somebody to do the foam rolling on you, because I always feel when you do that kind of stuff yourself, it just never is as like useful, right?
No. And I think I hurt myself more. So that's not good.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So we'll just pay her more money and get her to realign.
But imagine how good it's going to feel after it is realigned. It's going to feel so great.
It'll be great. Let's see. A Rosie for this week. We got something in the mail that I had ordered 2 months ago that I was very excited about. It is a paint by numbers where you give them a picture of whatever it is that you want to paint. And then they print it on a canvas and send you the paints. And then you get to do your own paint by numbers. So I sent them a picture of our little puppy Penny and finally got that in after 2 months of waiting because it was coming from China. I don't know why. But that has been fun. So I've been doing a little paint by numbers for 3 days.
That's so nice. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but you've also been asked to bring something for show and tell. Is that what you've decided to bring?
That is not what I have decided to bring.
What have you got for us? What have you got for us today?
So I have Scott's. I don't know if he's listening. I don't know if he's watching because he's been very interested in this because I haven't shown it to him. He's obviously seen it, but doesn't know this is what I'm bringing. I'll show it. I don't know if this is in focus.
Yeah.
Is that good? Can you kind of see what it is?
It's focusing in and out, but it's pretty good.
Okay.
She's beautiful.
Well, this is my granddad when he graduated high school in 1938. This was his senior class ring. Wow. And so when I graduated from grad school, my mom gave this to me because he passed away when I was in 6th grade. When I was in 6th grade, and he was someone who would always grew up on a farm, valued education. It was a big deal to him. So she'd written me a letter and just kind of said how proud he would be that I had finished my next level of education, and that now, yes, because that grad school was me getting my master's in order to become an administrator. So she gave that to me. So that's my show and tell.
That's beautiful.
Now Scott, he can now know what it is.
I love it. It's such a wholesome piece of show and tell. Elliott's and mine were just kind of crafty things, but yours is such a deep
but the puzzles, they were great. I loved the puzzle. I loved the maze. That was wonderful.
That's very kind of you, Elise.
Yeah, it's true.
So did you hear our suspense segment earlier, our prediction?
I did.
Do you want to get in on the prediction action? What are you thinking?
I almost kind of said something that might have led into it. So I'm going to say, because I wanted to, obviously bait him. I don't know if he, I'm going to say, I'm not sure how much original material he really has left these days, being in isolation and being stuck up with me. So I'm going to say there's a high probability that he will mention it.
Oh gosh, I'm excited. All right.
I would think.
Actually, no, I'm not excited. I'm the anti. Elliott's the one who's predicted that it will happen. So sounds like Elliott, you're with a good shot here.
Yeah.
Let's play our first game, Elise, because this isn't just a talk show.
Okay.
where you talk to us. You're also going to be interacting with our listeners.
I'm so excited.
So let's talk about the first
People.
game that we're going to be playing. Are you a fan of games, Elise? You're a game player?
Well, I'm a fan of games, but I'm also a fan of like actually talking to people that are not the same people that I've been talking to all the time.
Yeah,
Not
this is
that
the perfect way
they're
to
not
break
wonderful,
isolation, right?
yeah.
Get to speak to a bunch of different people.
Yes.
I'm going to send Elliot on the phone bank off to go and get our first caller. And while he does that, here's the rules to the game that we're going to be playing. So basically, I've sent you a bunch of Parahumans fan art that I found of mostly worm characters from the Parahumans community. And what's going to happen is we're going to have our callers dial in. They aren't going to be able to see the fan art, but you can see the fan art, Elise. And you're going to be describing the characters from Worm or Ward to our callers. And if they're able to guess which character you're describing, they win. They'll win a limited edition custom Doof Media magnet, which is the merch that we're giving out today. Does that make sense to you, Elise?
It makes great sense to me.
All right,
and what a great prize, I might add.
I know. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to give away Doof Media merch, especially magnets, which is just something you can kind of have on your fridge, and it's like this is a part of your life that you'll just see as you're going about your day. It's just kind of a nice little wholesome thing that we do.
And reminds them of us.
Yeah, exactly. Constantly really reminds them of
right?
the moment that they won this magnet, their moment of triumph. Well, hopefully. We'll see.
Well, yes.
So yes, Elise, you're going to be describing the characters. If they're able to guess the character correctly, then they'll win a magnet. So you and them are going to be working together. Do we have our first caller ready to go?
Hello. Not quite yet.
Not yet?
Not quite yet.
All right.
I missed the first person.
That's all right. We'll give them a bit more time. Yeah, a lot of these are
work, so it's okay.
Yeah, this is our first live show, so it's complicated tech setup that has to happen here to be able to get people to call in live, but it should be exciting. Yeah, I've got some really good. Actually, I was looking through all this fan art, and there's so much talented artists in the Parahumans community. Some of this stuff is really impressive, so I'm excited to. Yeah.
Much better than anything that I have ever done.
Yeah, now I feel bad again that my show and tell was my drawings, and now they're being upstaged by this beautiful fan art.
Yeah. And much better. So this paint by numbers thing that we've been doing, the only thing that we don't understand is they gave us some weird color choices. So our dog is ending up being very green. And if you've seen pictures of her, which Scott loves to show, she doesn't have a lot of green on her, Really none.
Why is there so much green?
I don't know. But there's quite a few different shades of green.
Interesting.
We're thinking that it's a mess up, something with the computer. We'll see how it turns out. Just investing, 3 days worth of my time.
Maybe it'll work out. Maybe it's like do the greens first and then put some, I don't know, blacks and browns on top of it and it'll look nice. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Holding out till the end.
Yeah, that's exciting. Yeah. Now I'm keen to stay tuned to see the final paint by numbers as it comes along.
We'll show it when it's done.
Perfect.
It'll be a few days.
Yeah. How are we going, Elliot? Still connecting? That's okay. All right. Let's stay tuned. Actually, why don't I show off the Doof Media magnet so we can see the prize that people are going to be winning. Make it a bit more exciting for folks. Let me just pull up an image of it on my machine here. As a reminder to folks, if you'd like to play along with these games, you can use the link that's just above us on the couch here. The bit.ly/doofdial. People are commenting on your huge wine glass, Elise. You're being put on blast a little bit.
Yeah. So there's this show called Scandal. I don't know if anyone watches it, but Olivia Pope has these wine glasses. And I wanted them after that because, it holds a lot of wine. So it's great.
It helps you get through the isolation.
Helps you get through isolation, that's for sure.
Perfect. Okay. So here, let me pull up an image of what we stand to win. Is that working? There we go. More or less working. We have these beautiful Doof Media magnets here. Oh gosh, the image is not quite right. There we go. Beautiful Doof Media magnets you can win. Oh man, got too many windows open to manage this stuff. Here we go. Look at these beautiful things. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful free Doof Media merch that you can win by guessing parahumans, which is a dream that everyone wants to play along with. Perfect. All right. Okay. We ready for our first guest? I think he's introducing them now. All right. Looks like who is the guest that we have coming in?
Looks like they're funny.
Yeah,
little smile out of him.
Those of you playing along at home or watching from home can't see, but Elliott is having a great time talking to this guest. So expectations are high. All right. Are they no? Gonna connect them in, Elliott? Oh, he's still introducing them. Man, got to work on this tech setup.
They know exactly what's going on.
Yeah. It's difficult getting these things going on. It's a lot of behind the scenes that needs to be put into making it work. But it's worth it if we get the chance to interact with our guests. Hello.
It'll be fun.
Hello.
Who are we talking to?
Oh, we have our first guest, Raul.
Raul from Arlington, Texas. Welcome to the show, Raul.
Yeah.
Are you
I'm sorry?
Welcome to the show. Welcome.
Oh, yeah. Welcome, guys. Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Are you aware of the rules of Name That Parahuman?
Can you read that again?
Are you aware of all the rules? Elise is going to be describing a parahuman, and you have to guess who it is.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm ready to do this.
All right, take it away, Elise.
This person has a goatee on their face. They are also wearing some blue armor and standing in front of a blue motorcycle. And they have a very large, long axe in their left hand.
Who do you think it might be? Got any ideas, Raul?
Goatee, blue armor, blue motorcycle. I'm gonna say Arms Master.
The correct answer is Arms Master. Congratulations. Congratulations,
Yeah!
Raul.
Excited, you won.
You've won yourself a
On.
Doof Media magnet. For those of you
Yeah!
playing at home, we can see the fan art here. Beautiful fan art of Arms Master. This is by Liu Juin. Congratulations, Raul. Thanks for playing. We'll be in touch.
All right. No, thank you guys. This is really.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Okay, let's get our next guest up. That went pretty well, I think. Good work, Elise.
I think so too. Oh, thank you.
We got some harder ones coming up too. That was an easier one to start us off. We've got a bunch of difficult ones coming up next.
I'm looking at one. I think I don't know how I would describe it. But I'll think of something, It's all about being creative the best that you can.
Yeah, some of these are going to get pretty difficult. So I think it'll be good. We'll have some interesting ones coming up. We'll see. Have to wait and see how we go. We got Raul back in chat. That's great. Look at that. First chance for people to win this merch. Actually, I think a lot of people don't know, but Doof Media does have a merch store. So you can actually buy Doof Media merch. We've got some special Doof merch codes to give out the magnets. But if you miss your chance to win a magnet, or you want a Doof shirt or some other Doof merch, feel free to head on over to, I think it's doofmedia.com/store, something like that. And it'll, or just from the Doof website, and it'll take you there. All right. We got our next caller.
We have Viv here.
Welcome, Viv.
Hello.
Hey, welcome to the show. Viv from Baltimore, MD. I'm not sure what state MD is.
Maryland.
Maryland, perfect. Welcome to the show. How is your isolation time going, Viv?
And I wish I was a little more isolated, but I'll live.
I know the feeling.
Unfortunately,
are you familiar?
I work in. I'm sorry.
No, please.
I was just gonna say I work in medicine, so it's kind of, not as isolating as one might think.
Well, thank you for all your hard work to keep people safe over this time. It's much appreciated.
Thank you.
Are you aware of the rules to the game?
I believe so, yes.
All right. Take it away, Elise.
I get magician vibes from this person, but they may not be any sort of magician. I don't know. They're wearing a very formal suit, like tuxedo-ish, with a bow tie. They have a top hat on with a red little ribbon around it, and they have longer hair, also smoking. And there's someone peering over their shoulder. I don't know if that really matters or not, but it's like oh my gosh.
Pivotal to
Maybe
their
they're
character.
in a subway? I don't know.
I'm
Any ideas,
assuming this is Trickster.
Let's take a look.
Wow.
It is Trickster. Congratulations, Viv. This beautiful piece of Trickster
Thank
fan
you.
art is from Lon Sheep. Trickster, or Francis Krause to his friends/enemies. Congratulations,
Magician?
Viv.
Does he do any magic?
Kind of.
No?
Is being a jerk a magic trick?
Well,
Just
maybe.
some. Some.
He turns from not a jerk into a jerk, just like that. It's magical.
Oh, wow.
Thank you
Just
for
like
playing,
Scott.
Viv. Just like Scott. Wow.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We'll be in touch about your beautiful magnet. All right. All right. That was a good one. I'm enjoying this so far. It's going well. People are calling me up that Francis Krause does not have any friends. So he's not Francis to his friends because he doesn't have any, which is tragic. Are any of these characters familiar to you, Elise? Any names or pictures that you recognize?
I recognized the style of the artwork in the last one.
Ah, yes.
Because, yes,
Mhm.
that's the person that did the artwork for the other one, right? For what show? Art.
Yes. I don't
I
want
think
to.
that's
Let's not. I don't want to give away what one of those is. But no, you're right. There is some. This is an artist that's pretty well known. Actually, this one, the one that we just did, Francis Krause. This Trickster picture is by one of the prominent artists as well in the community. Anyway, so far so good. So far, everyone's won a magnet. Let's see if we can keep the streak going.
Be able to do it with this next person. I'm sorry. I think it's beautiful artwork though, and this is one. Yeah, not that all of them aren't beautiful, but this is one where it's like it seems like it would be on a poster.
Yeah,
you know, like a concert poster of some sort.
Yeah,
I don't know
this
if
is
that's
one of my
cool already. I
favorites.
should give away. Oops.
No, we can start describing it a bit early.
Why not?
Why not? Why not get into
Help
it a
the
bit early?
audience out some.
Yeah. Remember, folks, if you'd like to join to play on the show and win yourself a magnet, you can click that link, or you can just play along at home. You don't have to dial in. You can just try and guess it and see if you're right or wrong. That's the great thing about this show. All right.
Hey, Ruben, I've got our next guest. This is Chris. Chris, take it away.
Chris from Australia.
That's me. Hello.
Welcome. Good to have an Aussie on the show.
Oh man, good to be here. Should I play up the accent more? Do I need to?
Yeah, dial it up.
Oh mate, let's get some fan art.
That's what we all sound like in the Australian Paracubans community.
That's what I thought. I pegged everyone like that. Actually, I told Scott before the show started. I told Scott. I said we should see if Elliott and Ruben would do an American accent the whole time, and then Scott and I can do an Australian accent the whole time. But he didn't go for that, so
we can try.
That's a long time to hold.
Yeah, that's like an hour.
See, I'm already out of my fake Australian.
Yeah,
well, I fail.
Got to live the late night talk show thing. Go, okay. Welcome to the Doof Media Variety Show. Does that sound American?
Good.
Well,
A little
A
bit
little,
of it.
yeah.
got to work on my American
Slipped in and
accents, I
out,
guess.
but it's okay.
All right.
It's an
Christopher,
acquired skill.
are you
Yes.
aware of the rules to the game?
Yes.
All right. Take it away,
Wait, do I
Elise.
only get one guess, I guess? That's my question. Do I get one guess?
Let's see. I mean, if it's a
Can I
really
ask
bad
some questions?
guess, probably not. Yes. If it's a good guess, we might give you another one. We'll see. It's freestyle.
Fair enough. Okay.
Very
Go.
good question.
Take it away, Elise.
Okay. So, first of all, if you've seen this artwork before, this is the profile of a woman's face, long hair. She has what looks to be like a bird beak hat coming off of her head, very multicolored. And that's really about all I can say about her. I don't see many
What
other distinguishing things.
what colors are they?
What color would you like? There's all of them there.
Oh, all of the colors? Oh
Yeah,
boy.
I mean,
Oh
I
man.
see purple, yellow, red, pink, green. It's definitely a bird shape, though. Like goes over. I mean, you can see me, maybe. I don't know, but like that.
Like
I can, but I'm seeing you behind, so I feel like I missed the gesture, unfortunately.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, no, I got it. So, like, coming out
Okay.
the top of the head.
Yeah. Who knew it could be charades, too?
yeah, it's a mixed media here.
Yes.
Maybe it's like recency, but I feel like the I think of is rat catcher for the pointy mask, but that's not a bird, obviously. Is that bad enough? Is that a bad enough guess that I don't get a guess?
That is incorrect, but I'll give you another guess.
Yep,
Let's
fair.
try again. We want everyone to walk away with a magnet here.
Oh boy, this could take a while.
Long brown hair.
Bird, long brown hair. What's
Long
the
brown hair.
colors? Profile. Oh, is it? You know what? You're really losing me with the colors. Actually, I am super lost. Dang.
Well, see, yeah, I don't know if like it's a statement by the artist or something. It seems to be more about the shape and maybe less about the colors, in my opinion. I would think it would be, more about that.
I think I'm gonna have to concede here. I can't think of anything. Oh no.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear it. Should we reveal it? The answer was
Yeah.
Shadowbird. The answer was Shadowbird.
Yeah. Some sort of stained glass thing. That's such a cool idea. I can't wait till it pops up on my screen so I can see it, and then I can be like,
Yes. Oh, that hurts.
Oh,
that hurts.
yeah, the album art. I remember seeing this. Oh,
A beautiful
done.
piece of art. This one is by Respice Post Tay.
Is.
Absolutely
Yeah.
wonderful. Love it. It's like this concert poster piece of art. Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. I feel so bad that we're not going to give you a magnet, but that's the rules. I mean, I could give you one, but the rules say I'm not allowed to. So,
You know what? That's totally fair. I understand. I will just have to try again next week, next month, however long Pale goes for.
next week,
Hopefully
probably.
you won't.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Sweet. Can't wait. See you then.
Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
See you later.
Bye. We should say that this pilot season, this pilot that we're doing, it's up to you to determine whether you've liked this pilot enough to keep it going. At the end of the show, in the description to the video, there'll be a link where you can leave your feedback on this pilot. If you liked it, give us good feedback and we might continue it. We might keep the show going. So if people like this show, we'll keep going. I'm enjoying it so far. It's going well.
Bad now. I feel like it was my fault. I tried.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking, but that's the game, you know? It's a cutthroat world, live show call-ins.
You know, I agree though. People are not always winners.
Yeah. If you give everyone a magnet, it devalues it, you know? Some people have to lose so that others can win. Yeah.
Exactly. We're not about giving everyone trophies here.
Yeah. This is the School of Hard Knocks here at the Doof Media Variety Show.
Yeah.
All right,
Go.
we've got our
Off
next
it.
caller.
Yes.
Hi
Everyone,
there.
welcome, Dawn.
Welcome, Dawn.
How's it
Welcome to
going?
the show. How are you? Dawn
Yes,
from
after
LA.
many attempts. Apologies. Yes.
That's all right. How is your isolation going, Dawn?
Ups and downs, but
Mm.
holding on.
Holding on. Good work. Keep on holding
Yes.
on, Dawn. We're all rooting for you. Are you aware of the rules to the game?
I am.
All right. Take it away, Elise, with our fourth piece of fan art.
I'm not going to lie, I'm very excited about this character. I don't know who it is, but I do know that Scott showed me some pictures, and I'm pretty sure this is the one that in another one. If you've ever seen the show Seinfeld before, you know the like.
Oh, this is not a good way.
Have you ever seen Seinfeld before?
Nope.
The
I mean,
like
like,
pirate
maybe?
shirt. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope, definitely not.
Oh,
No idea.
you need to go and watch
Sorry.
that. Okay. So basically this person has a long sleeve white shirt on that definitely sends off pirate vibes with like ruffles all down the front. And they're
Okay.
also rocking some face paint with some white. Looks a little
The
feline
white t-shirt
to
with white
me.
face paint.
Feline.
Feline. Oh, okay. Wait, are there any black on this? Wait, no.
Not on the costume.
Never mind.
They are also wearing a blue vest with some buttons that also looks kind of like a old school marching band. And they have a scepter in their hand.
What does their mask look like?
It's white and gold, white around the eyes and the mouth, like a T almost, but there's a little point down the middle.
Are they wearing a crown?
No, not that I see, unless it's one hidden by hair. Short hair,
Okay. What color hair?
brown hair.
Brown hair. So white t-shirt, blue vest with buttons.
There's some gold
white
royal detail.
mask.
I'm getting royal-ish vibes.
I was thinking like Regent at first, but I don't think the blue vest would fit.
Well, it's like a
Is this
blue.
only Worm or Ward scoped?
It could be both. Could be both. There are more Worm characters in here than there are Ward characters, I'll tell you that.
Okay, fair. You said marching band vibe though?
I
Like
mean,
that makes me think of
that's what I
March.
think. Like less marching band, more just like it has some buttons on it with some what would look like a chain like connecting them.
All right.
Is there
Dawn.
anything like stitched about this? Mm-hmm. All right, if I have to make a guess, I'm gonna go and shoot for Parian.
Orion. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. But I'll give you another guess.
Fair.
It sounds like you're honing in on it. You got this, Dawn. We believe in you.
Also boots. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Boots. I'm just gonna shoot for March then.
Ooh, this hurts. But I'm sorry, it was Regent. You
No
were so
problem.
close.
Oh, okay.
We've got the fan
Fair
art
enough.
up on the screen now. This was a piece of Regent fan art that is by Pabble and Nine. Regent in a very kind of I thought Regal when I first saw it, but marching band also kind of fits, so I see where that came from. Yeah,
I like the button detail there.
definitely.
Fair
This
enough.
You
is
should just
beautiful.
go back and watch Seinfeld's puffy shirt episode, and the shirt will make so much sense.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, thanks very much.
Thanks for being on the show, Dawn. I feel bad, but you know the rules of the game say I can't
That's
legally give you a
fine.
magnet.
I can always go buy
Legalities.
one.
Well, you can. That's right, on the Doof Media merch store. So check it out today, folks.
Exactly.
Throw in a
Alright.
mug while you're at it.
Thanks.
Yeah, get a mug, get a shirt, all that good stuff.
I already have one of those.
Oh, good work.
Yeah.
You're a loyal supporter, Dawn. Thanks for tuning in.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks.
Oh, all right. So we're 2 from 4. We're at 50% so far.
Okay. This one will make or break it.
This one will be the decider to see. I guess I don't know. If you make more than 50%, I feel like that's pretty good. If less than 50%, we got to call your fan art describing skills into question. Oh, sorry, we lost you there, Elise.
Have you seen Seinfeld before? Do you watch Seinfeld?
Yes.
Did you see the puffy shirt episode?
Yes, of course. I mean, I do appreciate the idea of referencing Seinfeld, but I think you could just say he has a puffy shirt. I don't think you need to have seen the show to know what a puffy shirt is.
It's a definite image in your brain.
Yeah, true.
I had a shirt like that when I was growing up, and then once I saw the episode, I got rid of the shirt. I was like, I can't wear this anymore.
It's too tainted by Seinfeld.
It was too much. Yes, they were making fun of it too much. I was like, no, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough, man. I'm gonna go back through these pieces of fan art that we've seen because they're all so beautiful so far. They're all beautiful. The last one is also beautiful. This will be our final one coming up, but beautiful piece of Armsmaster fan art, beautiful piece of Trickster fan art. I think this Shatterbird fan art is my favorite. The concert poster just is so stylistic and creative and awesome. And this very nice Pablo 9 Regent. Apparently, Pabble's fan art is quite interpretive, so this is one that's a difficult one to get. All
Makes me feel a little better.
Ribbon.
Yeah. Yes, we got a caller.
Have Tom on the line.
We have Tom. Welcome, Tom. Tom from Washington.
Hi, thank you.
Thanks. Welcome to the show.
That's right.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. How is your?
Oh, of course. My pleasure.
How is your isolation time going?
It's going as well as you can expect. I'm currently in law school, so all of our classes are online.
My
It's been a lot of just Zoom University.
My girlfriend is a law student as well, and the amount of times that she's just gotten very distracted watching recorded law lectures it makes me think. It makes me nervous about the state of future Australian lawyers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's so much harder now that everything is to just alt tab away and browse Facebook in the middle of class. So it's an exercise in concentration and also potentially watching lectures back again after the fact.
So we've got a remote student here giving their perspective. Elise, as a remote teacher, what do you think of this other side?
Of teaching remotely? Yeah. Oh, it is very difficult. There will be lots of gaps that will need to be filled come fall. But
interesting.
You're doing the best that you can, trying to just be as safe as you can.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Just trying to keep it all going as much as we can.
Yeah.
So Tom, are you aware of the rules to the game?
I am.
All right, take it away, Elise.
I'm going to try and be more engaging than your law professors here. So we're going to say beautiful blonde hair. She is wearing a skirt, black jacket. Shirt looks like it has a cityscape on it. She is staring into a phone that is glowing, and there's a reflection of herself staring back at her. I think it's a reflection of herself. It looks like herself.
Well, this sounds an awful the cover art for the We've Got Word podcast by Lon Sheep, so I'm going to say it's Victoria Dallin.
You are correct. Not just named the character, but named the piece of fan art. That's high class. Good stuff. This is Antares or Victoria Dallin, the We've Got Ward fan art by Lon Sheep again. Lon Sheep is back again. Yes. This is a bit of a mixed feelings about this one because now this show has ended. So tinged with sadness, this piece of fan art is. Congratulations, Tom.
Audience moaning.
Yeah. I'm seeing
thank you so much.
Wistful sighs in chat. Thanks for playing, Tom. Congratulations. We'll be in touch to send you your magnet.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for continuing to, do what you do, make all this content for us, even though we're, feeling the trying times currently. So thank you all very much.
You're welcome. That's very kind. Yeah, I'm glad that we get a chance to interact more in shows like this, to get a chance to interact more with our community. It really is a great community. So yeah, thanks everyone for playing. That's the end of our Name That Parahuman section. Elise, you ended up getting 3 from 5, so congratulations. Did good.
Thank you.
It's a passing mark.
That's true.
Beautiful work.
Do I get a magnet?
I mean, you have the power to give magnets to whoever you want, so you can give yourself a magnet if you'd like.
No, I'll make Scott buy me one.
Nice. Get him to award you one. So that's the end of our first game. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to go to our musical guest. We've got a live musical performance coming up. And when we're back, we will be back with Scott Daly as well. So we'll have 2 people on the couch here. Play some more games, chit-chat some more, and have good vibes. Let me introduce our musical guest here, who is a Sydney band, so Sydney, Australia, a local band that I know quite well. Seen them live a few times. Their name's the Consouls. They're absolutely great. They do jazz and funk covers of video game or kind of pop culture songs. So a really great band that does a lot of really cool stuff. If you go to their website, theconsouls.com, you can see some of their stuff, see some of their music. We're going to be getting them to do a live performance right now. So I'll throw over to them in the studio and we'll be back in a bit. All right, that was the Consouls, beautiful band, and we are back with our special guests. Elise still here, and Scott has joined the couch. Welcome, Scott.
Hello, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited.
It's your podcast voice.
Shut up. She's so mean to me. It's like, we're not 2 seconds on here, and you've already started up on me.
It's okay.
It's fine. People have told me that I have a very distinctive. Okay, so I've had a few situations where, because of COVID, I've been recording podcasts and my girlfriend's like hanging out doing work or something. And so often she will say to me that I sound completely different to how I normally sound.
Put on a voice. You definitely do. It's your presentation voice. It's not your podcast.
Your
voice.
presentation.
If I am leading a meeting at work, this is the voice I'm using.
So listeners more know work Scott than like chill, carefree vibes Scott. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely. I think.
That's sad.
I'm never chill in front of a microphone. Ever.
Nope.
Always high strung. Okay. Welcome, Scott. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on. How are you? How's your isolation time going?
It's going. I'm doing a whole lot of nothing. Playing video games, rewatching movies.
You trimmed the bushes.
I trimmed the bushes today, so not yesterday. And then the bush trimming device broke, so they're half trimmed. But it's going. It's going.
Yeah, neighbors probably couldn't have told.
Yeah.
Just as good as they did.
It looks completely trimmed.
Yeah.
Have you brought something for show and tell, Scott?
I have. I have brought. Do you want me to do it now? Is this happening?
Yeah.
I have
bring it up.
Yeah, this is my badge for the first time I attended the film festival called Fantastic Fest. This was 2015. It was the first time I went to the festival. It is a genre film festival down in Austin, Texas. And they have this. They don't do this anymore, but they used to have this weird thing where, like, for your picture, they would want you to take like one of those slow-mo videos of yourself, like you record yourself on your phone, like shaking your head really fast with the slow-mo mode, and then you just take one of like a still that is funny from that, and that would be a picture. But anyway, the reason I picked this thing is because
your wife told you to.
Well, I mean, yes, but I have been going to this film festival since then. I met so many friends down there. It was like a very important experience in my life, as far as, not just liking movies, but getting really involved in the world of movies. And like, I think right around when I went there was right when we started Daily Planet Films, which eventually became Doof Media. So these two things are kind of wrapped in my mind as like happening around the same time.
What else happened that year?
I met some girl and she's all right, but but the other reason is like we're all like, it's Corona stuff right now, and we're all socially isolated, and I don't know if this film festival is going to happen this year. It's in September. It might not. A lot of the fall film festivals are kind of deciding what they're going to do right now, and even if it does happen, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go because either lost vacation or just it's a very expensive badge ticket, and the whole economic stuff has made it tough. So I'm just like remembering my time at the film festival fondly. And it was a really good idea, at least, to bring my badge.
Duh, I've got
Thank you.
all the good ideas. I'm the idea person. Anything good that happened in Doof, you're welcome.
At least it's the brains behind the organization the whole time.
I'm glad everyone admits it now.
I'm not as big into the film festival scene as you are, Scott, because in Australia, that's just how it is. But I saw some news that some of them are moving to online film festivals. Is that going to happen with this one, do you think?
I don't know. It could. It definitely could. Like, there's actually a film festival happening right now, the Chattanooga Film Festival, that is totally online this year. It was actually like, I didn't end up doing it because my weekend was going to be too busy, but it was a pretty good deal. It was like $30 for a badge, and you can just watch all the movies that would have premiered at the festival on demand for the next 4 days. So that was a cool idea. I think they might end up doing something like this. I think like it's just because I know Cannes is canceled, which I think that's this month. I think it would have been like this weekend or something. And I know like Toronto is in the fall. Fantasia Fest is in the fall, and I think they've already said they're going remote. So I don't know. I probably because I mean, even like September, I don't know if people are going to want to hang out in the theater, especially not like film festivals are not just hanging out with a bunch of people in the theater. Film festivals are hanging out with like 500 people for 4 to 7 days. And most of those people don't like have good hygiene. It's really gross. Like you get sick every year going to a film festival.
If you stay at home this year, think about what great food you'll have.
Well, the food,
of movie theater food.
But it's at an Alamo Draft House, and the food is delicious.
But it's better than my homemade food.
Okay, touche.
Yeah, in the video game industry, we have a thing called convention flu, which is just the understanding that if you go to a video game convention, you're just going to be sick afterwards because there's no way to not be sick around this many people. And current times are obviously not going to help that. So we'll see.
It's the same thing with film festivals. And I think like it's in Austin in September, so it's still like 90 degrees outside. So it stinks because people don't wear deodorant and that's a part I'm not gonna miss.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not wear deodorant
because they're disgusting.
That's gross.
Yeah, people just get into this convention mode, and it's like you're staying at a hotel or a hostel. You just kind of don't, I don't know, take care of yourself. It's
shower
terrible.
and wear deodorant. Like, aren't
look
what?
I don't make the rules, babe.
Do you wear deodorant?
Yes.
It's the vibe of like people who are so into movies, or in my case, I'm more used to video games, but whatever it is, their passion and their, I don't want to resort to stereotypes, but people who just kind of are really into this thing and kind of live in their own little space and are not used to interacting with people socially and don't kind of understand the implicit rules that we operate by as a society.
To be fair to those people, like even if you take a shower in the morning, put deodorant on, you also spend an hour outside in Austin in September. You're probably going to have to reapply. And a lot of those people don't get the chance to go back to their house. So I don't know how we got on deodorant talk.
Your
Scott,
deodorant
you're getting defensive here, Scott.
I'm just trying to they're my people, and they're gross, but I love them.
A beautiful sentiment there. Well, welcome to the show, Scott. Thank you for that lovely show and tell. What did you think of show and tell as our tradition?
I love it. I mean, like, I think it's such a good way of prompting people to get to talk about themselves, where it's always kind of awkward to just like sit down and start talking about yourself without some sort of structure or prompt behind it. So I think it's a fun thing that we did as children, and it's one of those things we just stopped doing. but maybe we shouldn't have. Maybe all meetings should begin with show and tell. New rule.
All meetings
All
begin with
meetings.
show and tell.
All meetings.
All podcasts begin with show and tell.
Yeah, every
week?
one of my podcasts from now on is going to begin with this section of show and tell.
Okay.
All right. We're going to jump into a game. We're going to get some callers up and we'll start playing a game. This game is called I won't call it that because that's copyrighted. It's going to called Could I Lie to You? Is the name of this. And if you've seen an unrelated, completely different TV show called Would I Lie to You, you might be aware that they stole our format. Basically, what's going to happen is callers are going to call in and they're going to either tell a truth or a lie to our guests here on the couch. Scott and Elise, you're going to have to determine by asking questions and just intuiting, is it true? Is it a lie? Which are they telling? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. If they can fool you, they'll win a magnet. So let's see how we go. Have we got our first caller ready to go? Or nope, still coming in? That's all right. Let's just chit-chat and hang out while we wait for our callers to jump on the line. Again, if you'd like to play along at home, or not playing along at home, actually play, you can join by clicking that link up in the top there. Now, Scott, while we're waiting, I noticed that you had a very special piece of Doof Media merch there on your table. Can you show it to us?
I have this here Doof Media mug. Is it on my screen? It's like all reversed. So I don't know. I don't know how cameras work.
No, it looks
Okay, good both
correct
ways,
to me.
so.
Okay, good.
Where can people get a mug just like that, Scott?
Oh, there's a URL. I actually don't know what it is.
If you
the
go
one
to
that's up for-
doofmedia.com, there's a store link.
Yes, it is along the top on the doofmedia.com. Yeah.
Perfect.
I saw someone in chat asking earlier if we set the prices. We don't. We basically set the price as low as we could to where they're just about at cost. I think we get 5 cents or something per thing. This is just an experiment of ours to kind of see what a merch shop would be. So we do not set the prices. No. We have the option to, but we didn't want to crank them to ridiculous levels.
It's been a long experiment, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, we just what we do. We just put stuff up there and then forget about it.
Yeah. Forget about it.
Yeah, it took me about a year after I had joined the network before I ever knew that we had a merch store, a year and a half, just because it's something that we don't really talk about much.
I think literally what happened is Matt just said, I'm going to do a store. And I said, okay. And then he said, okay, I put the store up there.
And the rest
I
is
said,
history.
okay. And then we just never talked about it, ever.
There you go. Well, we're giving people the chance to win stuff from that store today. I think we have our first caller here.
We do. We have a bird on the line.
We are getting an echo, I think, right?
No, that's
No, that's just Bird. Welcome, Bird. Welcome to the show.
G'day, mate. Oh, sorry, I just had something in my throat. Hi, how are you?
Classic. Another Aussie here to play up the Australian accent, which I think is the national pastime of Australians.
I mean, just talking shit in general, really.
Yeah, fair enough. Welcome to the show, Bird. Thanks for calling in. How is your isolation going in Wollongong?
Oh, it's quite nice. I mostly just spend a lot of time sitting on the couch with the cat.
Sounds like a dream come true.
That word you just said? Is that a place?
Oh, Wollongong. Yes. The gong
Wollongong.
to locals.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, ring the gong, they say.
Yeah,
Every time they go
you'll
home,
see a
it's
lot of
ring the
stickers
gong.
with "We Heart the Gong."
Okay, are you familiar with the rules of the game, Bird?
Too late if I'm not, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. I can explain them to you. You obviously have either a truth or a lie ready to tell. You can tell that story to our panel, and they're going to ask questions and probe and try and figure out, is it true or is it false? And if you can fool them, you'll win a magnet. All right.
Ready to make a fool out of you, Scott and or Ellie.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right, take it away,
easy to
Bird.
make a fool out of Scott. Okay.
Okay. My babysitter was Victoria's Secret Angel, Miranda Kerr.
Are we allowed to ask questions back? I don't know how this works.
Yeah, please ask questions. Probe.
Okay.
My babysitter was Victoria's Secret Angel.
Scott and Elise, do you have any questions you'd like to ask?
Elise
Yes,
asked one.
I asked from what ages.
I was up until I was the age of 2.
So what did she
She
mean?
had my brother as well, who was a bit older than me. So it was an ongoing relationship for some years.
Why did she stop babysitting?
I moved away.
What do you think, Elise? What do you think? Where'd you move away to?
She
Is it
wouldn't
the
possibly
Gong?
part with me.
Did you move to the Gong?
I moved away to further east because a true fact about Australia is that there's no point in living west of the Pacific Highway.
Did she change your diapers?
That's a good question. I don't have a good. I hope so. Otherwise, it would have been real stinky in there.
Oh no, Scott.
I don't know. I think this is a little a lie.
I don't
But
even
it's-
know where
it's-
she's from.
But it's so specific, though, right? Like I don't even know which Victoria's Secret model this is.
You don't know Miranda Kerr?
She was married
No.
to Orlando Bloom.
Oh, that one. Okay. Well, I don't know. What do you think? I'll go with your gut on this one, Elise.
I don't even know which Victoria's Secret model is.
You lie.
Ooh. All right, Bird. Is it true or is it a lie?
Bum, bum.
Bum bum. It was
It
true.
is true.
Damn it.
Congratulations, Bird. You fooled our panel, which means you walk away with a very handsome Doof Media magnet. Congratulations.
I knew it was true.
Woo!
People are saying
How did you know it was true?
I didn't. People are saying that I'm sitting in your lap. I'm not sitting in your lap. It's just you're like leaning into me.
I got these armrests. Guys, also, my torso is as long, if not longer, than Scott's torso, and the only reason he's taller than me is because of his back.
You got to try and make it look more like you're sitting on a cat on this couch. It doesn't quite line up, but that's life. Oh well. Congratulations to Bird. We'll be in touch to send you your wonderful prize.
I'm gonna look at Miranda Kerr.
You're
Hold on.
welcome.
Oh, thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for being on the show. All right, let's look up Miranda Kerr for those of you who don't know what she looks like. Miranda Kerr,
You know she was with Orlando Bloom for a while. Interesting.
They already said
Australian
that.
supermodel. Yep.
I know that's the joke.
It wasn't funny.
All right. Good work, everybody. Great work, Bird. You fooled him. Congratulations.
If we had had it confirmed that she was from Australia, I would have said
I didn't
it
know she was
true.
Australian. Yeah,
Ooh.
That was our fault. We should have Googled.
these
You gotta-
Australians.
You got to know the deets to play this game, you know? You got to know how it all works.
Okay.
As a reminder, folks, if you'd like to sign up, you can do so just up the top there. We got a message in chat that just says, haha,
Oh, no.
Miranda Kerr saw your butt, which I love the simplicity of.
Oh, no.
Okay. While we're getting our next caller, let's try and see. Okay, so for your awareness, Scott, when we did our previous game, Name That Parahuman, Elise got 3 out of 5 helped to win a magnet. So this is more competitive. What are you feeling good? Do you feel like you're gonna be the gatekeepers of the magnets?
Oh, see, here's the thing: is I believe everything people tell me,
It's true.
and so like I have no idea how to determine whether someone's lying or not. Like I'm super bad at it.
Yeah, it's a hard game. I feel like I'm very gullible. If somebody even lies a little bit well, I'll just trust them instinctively.
Right.
Yeah.
There was this kid in like 7th grade that told me all this stuff about himself. Like he had like $1 million or something that was like his parents gave him, and they like his own house. And I believed every little bit of it. Like, I totally believed him. And I told my parents, and they were like, he's lying. And I didn't understand. Like, why? Why would he do that? I still don't get it.
I will also say, I feel like it's more difficult to tell whether they're lying or not just by hearing their voice, because there are a lot of signs that you can pick up on as you're reading people. So that is something that works to their advantage, because if I could see them in person, I could read all over whether they're lying or not.
That's why we had to do it audio only.
I believe
Otherwise, you'd be too good.
you are naturally distrustful of people. So I think you'd be pretty good at this game, actually.
Well, that just assumes everyone's lying. You've got a perfect couple here, because one person naturally thinks everyone's lying, one person naturally thinks everyone's telling the truth, so you can balance each other out.
And then you just get nowhere.
And then I
Like,
also naturally, I'm good at making up stories and sounding very convincing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ruben,
Yep.
our next guest.
We've got our next guest
this is
here.
Brady.
Brady. Brady from Ontario. Welcome, Brady.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Hi.
How is your isolation going?
Here. Oh, it's going all right. I'm currently waiting on a job contract to go forward. That's been pushed back by about a month and a half.
Okay. Well, hopefully it pans out for you.
Go on into the woods. Yeah.
From Ontario, you're our northernmost caller today, I think. So congratulations on that.
Automatically win.
Well, I'm honored.
Yeah, as our northernmost caller, of course, as everyone knows, that means it's double or nothing, which means you have a chance to win 2 magnets. That's not true.
Incredible.
I mean, it could be true.
Needed to
I mean, I don't know. We're making up the rules as we go, folks. We can do whatever
How
we want
good your
here.
lie is.
Yeah. If you fool them both, well, no, we'll just stick to the original format. Let's not mix it up live. Brady, are you ready with your truth or lie? You understand the rules?
Absolutely.
All right, take it away.
Okay. So when I was really small, like until I was about 2, my mom actually, she gets really clumsy. She it's hard for her to hold on to things. So she actually dropped me once, and from that point on, they wanted to always have another adult in the room to sort of watch her as she was taking care of me.
To verify this, they're very, very personal, and I don't know if I want to ask them. It would be giving away someone's medical
Ask
history.
away.
Oh, you've gone for a very personal story, which is great.
Yes.
You've immediately stumped them, Brady.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I believe? I believe true, because I believe it's the truth. That's what I believe.
I also would want to believe that it's true, but that's because
Oh, we lost you there for a bit, Elise.
I had a friend who was actually worried about dropping her baby. She had seizures, and so she was worried about being left alone with her kid because she didn't want something to happen. So I guess I naturally believe these worries. But then again, it's such an easy lie, you know?
We see the
Like,
natural lie detector,
It's
Elise,
just
coming out.
something. It's just something normal. So did it ever happen again? Who was the person that was always in the room?
Well, it was often my dad. My uncle came over fairly often as well. Plus, well, I actually, my grandmother lived with us for a few months.
I'll say true.
I'm gonna say it's
I'm
true.
gonna say it's true.
True. All right. Why don't you reveal, Brady? Is it true or is it a lie?
Alyssa,
That's
what's
actually a lie.
That was a lie.
like a
Fooled
brother.
again.
That is
Fooled again. Wow. Good work, Brady. You've walked away with
the lie that I was given.
You've walked away with a magnet.
Hooray.
Congratulations.
You betrayed me, Brady. I trust you.
Awesome. The funny thing, actually, that's the lie that Elliott gave me, but my 6-year-old sister, when I was a baby, thought that my mom wasn't taking good enough care of me, so...
Elliott gave you. Is Elliott just like giving people stories here?
Yeah, that's how the game
If
works.
they're lies, yes.
He's giving them?
Yeah, if they're lies. Yeah.
Oh. So he's like researched, like well thought out. Okay, this changes everything.
Does it?
Yes.
Does it?
Yes.
They're not that
This changes
researched or well
everything.
thought out, to be honest. But okay. Thank you for playing, Brady. We'll be in touch to send you your magnet that you have won. So
Thanks so much
congratulations.
for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on the show.
Coaching them.
No,
Yeah, absolutely. Have a great night, guys.
Congratulations.
Doing great.
He's like coaching them.
No, that's how the game is played.
I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. This is good.
What was the part that you're outraged at, Elise?
Remember. Oh no, yes. It's that Elliott was saying he's giving them these lies.
Yeah, that's
It's
like you.
He's the one coming up with them.
Yeah, that's
someone
the
has to-
game. The game is we challenge him on the lie, and if it's a lie, it's like.
Have they decided before they call in whether they want it to be a truth or a lie, or is he like determining I want this person to be a lie?
Elliott's determining live. People submitted truths,
Ooh.
but we decided whether we would let them tell the truth or feed them a lie that they would have to make convincing.
Okay.
All right. You're okay with the game?
I'm in an enlightened state now. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. These lies aren't true. That's the key differentiator. All right. Elliott is getting our next caller ready. So far you guys are 0 from 2.
Oh my god.
I just want to point out that the difference between me being 3 for 5 and this game.
Wow. Wow.
Oof.
Incredible.
How
Absolutely
does it
incredible.
feel under that bus there, Scott, that you've just been
It
thrown
hurts.
under?
It hurts. We just watched that movie, The Lovebirds, last night, where someone gets run over by a car and then like back and forth and back and forth. And that's exactly what I feel like right now.
It's okay.
This is love.
It's
This is
good reason.
This is marriage, everyone. Just think about that. Just think for a little while. Just think.
One of my greatest hopes for this was that we'd be able to capture that beautiful what you say dynamic right on this show, and we have.
Sometimes I worry that people listen to us and are like, "Oh God, oh God."
I think we have
Are
our
they
next.
okay?
I think we have our next caller here.
Kiefer.
Kiefer.
On the
Hello, y'all.
Hey, Keith. Welcome from
Hail
Texas.
from the glorious Lone Star State.
Was that a Texan accent? It sounded Australian.
Look, I'm not known for my voice work.
I mean, Texas and Australia are similarly, lawless Western countries, right? Or
True.
True.
areas. Welcome to the show, Keith. How is your isolation going?
Kangaroos.
It's pretty good. I'm definitely one of those people that didn't have to change everything. Is wondering why people are having so much trouble staying inside. Jeez.
Yeah, for some of us, it's less disruptive than for others, I suppose. Are you
Yeah.
aware of the rules to the game, Keith? You have your truth or lie ready to go?
Yes,
All right,
I am ready.
take it away.
So, the yarn I'm going to spin for you. I was an ice hockey referee, and one time I actually had to be escorted / smuggled out of the arena after a youth game because the parents were threatening us, and apparently the arena took it very seriously, and it took about an hour before they could get, I don't know if it was local police, if they called security or something, but yeah.
Was there anything
Took me to
specific?
the ice hockey arena.
Was there anything specific you did to outrage them? So
the point of contention was a player was about to do something that we ruled would have been a penalty, and one of us acted preemptively because we thought it would have been a bit too serious, and then still called a penalty on them, which the parents disagreed with our adjudication and action.
Wow.
Okay.
Very serious. So this is
Was it a playoff game?
Say again?
Was it a playoff game?
This was not a playoff or a travel. So for ice hockey games, usually each rink has like their own little league, and then travels when they start shredding out into like A, B tiers.
Were you an ice hockey rink referee?
Yes, I was an ice hockey referee.
sorry, we lost that, Elise.
For how long?
How long up until then, or how long have I officiated in total?
Up until then.
About a year and a half.
Was that the worst thing that ever happened as a ref?
Was that the worst thing?
Tell us some horror stories.
Tell us some horror stories. Worst thing, probably sort of like direct physical harm. I do recall one game we had to eject the coaches and some parents who were being disruptive. Yeah, and then the one time, like, I've gotten my nose broken once off a face-off. That's about as horror story as my ice hockey gets.
What's the penalty for high stick? How long do you have to be in the box for a high sticking?
Wow.
So high sticking is at minimum a 2-minute minor penalty. If it results in injury, a 5-minute injury plus a 2-minute penalty.
Now, was that a natural hesitation, or was that time to Google, Scott?
I feel like there was some real quick Googling going on there.
All right, let's call it. What do you think, Scott, Elise, true or lie?
I'm going to say I know United States parents that are competitive.
Sure. But maybe... I don't know.
What's the pattern that Elliott's
So
picking?
you guys have... Hold on.
True.
You guys have flipped
lie.
sides now. Elise thinks it's true, and Scott thinks it's a lie.
Well, I also just read a book about ice hockey recently, and so I'm like quite into I'm gullible with ice hockey things right now.
Fair enough.
What do you think, Scott? Paper, rock, scissors?
I'm going to say it's a lie, but I don't know. Are you with me on this, or are you totally against me to where we're going to have to we can't get on the same page? If you think it's true, then I'll go with you, but I think it's a lie.
We'll go with yours.
Oh, so you can blame me.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So we're saying
lie.
All right, yes. Keith?
That was true.
Damn it!
Ooh,
I was fortunate. Which why I had to be escorted out. I was a minor.
Wow.
I'm gonna say I won that win, though.
You did. You won it.
I'm gonna say both the contestant and myself won, and Scott's the only one that lost in that.
Yeah.
Can we just be with that? Is that okay?
Unfortunately, you guys are still 0 from 3. But looking at it on a different hand, that means all our callers for this game have so far won magnets. Congratulations, Kifru.
I'm actually trying to do it on purpose, actually, because I just want to give these people their magnets.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like golf scoring. You want a low score.
You ref that too. They don't have refs for golf, right?
Huh?
They don't have refs for golf.
Not
like referees, but like if someone, I guess they have people.
They have
golf
that win,
umpires,
yeah.
Thank you, Keith, for tuning in. Thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for being a caller, and we'll be in touch to get you your magnet.
Amazing. Y'all have fun. Good knocked.
You too. See ya. Yeah. Does golf have referees?
The question of the week.
Mm-hmm. What do we think?
I think that they have people that would like not like referees in the sense of traditional sport, because golf is just it's a no contact sport. They have people that monitor noise levels, and they have the people that hold the ropes, but those wouldn't be classified as referees. But then they have people that
the people that hold the ropes?
Yeah, the people that hold the ropes.
What?
Yeah.
In golf?
You never seen the Masters? They hold the ropes so that people can't crowd, and they like crowd control.
Oh, like security guard type people.
I guess.
What kind of fouls can you do in golf? Like if you do a ball, like you hit the grass instead of the golf, is that ball? I don't know enough about golf. If you hit the grass instead of the golf ball, is that a foul? What is that? Red card?
I think
Scratch? Is it that's cool.
It counts as a stroke, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there are you can cheat in golf. Like there's a lot of problem with cheating in golf, actually. Like if you move the ball too much and you don't count it, most of golf is I think it's very self-reported. Like generally you tell if something happened. I don't think there are refs standing around watching everything. But yeah, I mean people there's been pretty famous cheating scandals.
Tiger.
Like Tiger Woods. Oh.
The audience loved that one.
The audience loved it.
Wow.
They really loved it. Wow. Before we get... Oh, actually, I think we've got our next caller here ready to go.
We do. This is Cyber Holmes.
Cyber from Boston,
Yeah, hi.
Massachusetts?
Correct, Massachusetts. You got it in one.
Nice. Welcome to the show, Cyber.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
How is your isolation time going?
It's going pretty well. Like a lot of people have said, I have not had many changes because of this. I'm just finishing up grad school, and a lot of my research I did at home anyway, so not a lot has changed.
Mm. Except you have more time to earn high scores in Beat Saber, is that right?
Yeah, exactly. It's just research and Beat Saber 24/7.
The backstory to this is Cyber Holmes is part of the Doof Media Beat Saber group and consistently earns high scores on all the tracks, and it is the bane of my life.
No.
So welcome to the show,
Do you know
Cyber.
what Beat Saber is?
No.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Are you familiar with the rules to the game?
Yes, I am.
All right, take it away. Tell us your truth or lie.
Okay, so I once had lunch with Bill Gates.
Why?
Oh, just for fun. No, he was visiting my college because they wanted to get donation money from him. And so the college chose some people to be sort of representatives and try to represent the school and put on a good show to convince him to give us money.
What did he eat?
Yeah, so we had In-N-Out Burgers. For those who aren't familiar, that's a burger chain, fast food chain in California, and I guess other states on the west coast of the United States.
But you live in Boston.
J'accuse!
Yeah, I'm in grad school in Boston, but I did undergrad on the West Coast.
What year?
Yeah. What year?
Yeah.
So this was my freshman year. So I don't remember what semester it was. So it was either 2010 or 2011.
Where was Melinda?
She was not there. Yeah, she did not join. So I've not met
Suspicious.
her. Yeah.
Did he get his fries animal style?
I feel like
I don't actually remember. I don't think so.
Scott is just Googling things about the things that the
No, I know
callers
In-N-Out.
say
I
to
know
try
In-N-Out.
and catch them out in a lie. As someone who has lived in California, I can confirm In-N-Out exists. Kind of lame. I didn't vibe with it, but to each their own.
Oh, come on. In-N-Out is wonderful.
Yeah, I
think-
completely disagree, Ruben.
Yeah, the problem is
Oh,
I'm a
In-N-Out is
vegetarian,
wonderful.
which I think
Their grilled cheese
flavor-
is pretty
Oh,
good.
okay. Well, yeah, that makes a big difference.
I
Yeah.
didn't get into it. I tried. I liked the animal, or not animal style. That was the meat one. It was it's like waffle fries or something that was pretty nice, but you know, that's life. Anyway, enough about that. What are we thinking?
I mean, this feels like something that could very easily be a lie, but I've been wrong so many times. So
Just go with your opposite instincts. Go
so
against
I'm
your
gonna
instinct.
go with my instinct says a lie. So the opposite of that is the truth.
How many people were at the table?
So it was Bill Gates and 2 students from each year, so 8 students, and then the president of the college and her husband.
Did you tell how you were picked for this already? Did I miss that?
No, I mean I don't fully know. I mean, I had good grades. It was my freshman year, so I hadn't had too long to make an impression at the school or anything. So I guess I was just picked as a good representative freshman.
What
So
did you guys talk about? Out of curiosity. I mean, I'm just kind of curious what you would talk about with Bill Gates.
Yeah, so I mean, at first it was pretty awkward because everyone was kind of intimidated, but he's actually super chill. But he wanted to know about like the kind of student research that was going on at the college. Obviously, the seniors and juniors had more to say about that because they'd been there for longer. The younger students just were talking more about how classes were going and what their experience was at the school and how they liked everything.
Mm.
So that's what you were talking about, right? Because you said you were a younger student.
Yeah, I was a freshman. Yep.
I wish I had an
Are you
audience
trying to catch
gasp
him in a
sound
lie?
effect.
I don't know what he did that was.
It's true.
So
Way to go.
Did they just like send you an email that was just like, "Hey, Bill's coming"?
Because he doesn't want to say his parents paid for it. It's okay.
Oh.
No, actually, the school I went to was pretty small. The president of the school actually just came and found each of us in person to ask us to attend.
Oh my god,
lunch.
that's so weird.
That's a lie.
That's so weird. So you're like, I just want to set a scene where you're getting out of your lecture. I don't know, some 101 class. You're walking out of there, and the president of the university is like, "Hey, you want to go to lunch with Bill?
Well,
We're having In-N-Out."
It wasn't the same day. The president found us in person to tell us it was going to happen at a later date. And they took our orders for the In-N-Out ahead of time.
Wow.
Did I miss? Am I
Intricate
making
web.
it up that he already told us it was an email, or am I not?
I don't think he did.
Oh, maybe I made that up
Sorry,
in my own
just-
head.
can I
do
ask
that
a
sometimes.
question?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Oh, Elliott.
Okay, so you said that the lunch was to impress Bill for the university. Why
Yes.
In-N-Out?
That was actually his choice. They gave him the choice of whatever, lunch, within reason that he wanted to have, and he requested In-N-Out.
Bill Gates requesting In-N-Out.
I mean, I could kind of see it. I could see Bill Gates.
It reminds me of that scene
I
in Kingsman when Samuel L. Jackson, I think it is, just orders fast food McDonald's in his big extravagant mansion.
The biggest problem I'm having with this story is that the president
That's
talks to
mine as
people
well.
like if the university had 8
What
people,
university are we talking about
I
here?
could see the president doing that.
So this is Harvey Mudd College in California.
I've heard of that.
At the time I was attending, it had fewer than 800 students across the 4 years.
All right, let's get our call. You sound like you guys are edging towards lie, but also you might want to not trust your instincts and go truth. What are you thinking?
Yeah, we got to give an answer at least. What do you want to do? I have a problem with the president
We'll go
to it by
lie.
hand.
We'll go lie this time.
All right, it's a lie. What is it?
Okay, this is the truth.
Damn it!
Oh, 0 from 4. Scott and Elise completely fooled every time.
So I mean, like there had to. Doesn't he have a secretary? I just don't understand.
Congratulations, Cyber. You've absolutely stumped them.
But hey,
thank you,
way
this
to
is
go
fun.
for meeting Bill Gates.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm kind of bummed
thank
that
you,
Melinda
no.
wasn't there.
You've
Yeah,
got
no,
stuff on the screen.
I
guys.
think
Yeah, sorry, that was me. I've just taken it off.
he was just there to evaluate us for donations, and the end of the story is that we didn't actually get any donations from him. So
Oh, no.
Oh, you didn't
it
do
didn't
a
work.
good job.
Ouch.
yeah,
Maybe you should have gone for something better than In-N-Out.
Yeah.
no.
I'm just kidding.
That was
I
the
really
problem.
like In-N-Out. I mean, I saw people
too.
Whataburger. I think if I had the choice between In-N-Out and Whataburger, I would definitely choose Whataburger.
Wow, I'm so
But-
shocked. You were born in
Ooh.
Texas. That's the most Texas thing you've ever said.
The ketchup.
Ever.
It's the ketchup.
There you go.
Mm.
Congratulations, Cyber. You've won yourself a magnet.
God, we have so many magnets. Do we have these magnets?
Well,
We
thank
ordered-
you.
Yeah, we'll get them. We'll get them there. Yeah, you're bankrupting the network by not guessing these, Scott and Elise.
Oh God.
It's Scott's fault.
True.
Wait. How is
Well,
that true?
I think you're equally responsible. Thank you, Cyber. Thank you for tuning in. That was
Yeah,
our
thank you for having
final.
me
You're welcome. That was our final caller, our final game player. So thanks everyone for tuning in and playing games. We've given out something like 8 or 9 magnets, which is great. That's good stuff. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We're about to wrap up, but before we do that, just as a reminder, you can leave your thoughts on this pilot using the form in the description. Leave your thoughts on whether you want this pilot to continue. Hopefully people enjoyed the show. It was great to have you both on. Scott and Elise, thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
inviting us.
You're welcome.
I got into this whole media industry just so I could be a guest on a talk show. So,
Mhm.
Lifelong goal achieved. We can shut down Doof Media, and everyone can go on with their lives.
And
So-
this is what you were picturing, the kind of level of budget and in terms
yeah,
of...
yeah,
Yeah.
totally,
Oh,
totally.
cool. Well,
It's quite a
Check it-
comfy couch.
Yep, it's comfy. Looks comfy on the stream. Thank you all for tuning in. If you would like to support the Doof Media Network, you can go to patreon.com/Doof Media, because Doof Media is a patron-supported network. Of course, thank you to our guests. Check out their show, What You Say, another show on the Doof Media Network. It's very good. If you like their dynamic here, it's more of the same. So go and enjoy it.
And it's just this. I mean, we normally don't sit right next to each other. We're normally looking at each other. We have another microphone right over there, but not a camera. So
It's because
we
he just
thought-
loves to look at me all the time.
It's true. It's true.
Can't
And
win.
big thanks, of course, to our special guest, the Consouls. You can check out theconsouls.com for more information on them. We heard their song of Storms before, but they have a bunch of really good songs that you can check out on their website or their YouTube channel. So go do that. And thanks everyone for tuning in. This was our final pilot, so I guess check out Pale Reflection if you want more content from myself and from Elliott. Anything to say on the phones, Elliott?
Thanks for everyone who joined us. It was a blast. We enjoyed